Oh, hey! It's been a while! We should probably catch up. So the end of 2019 saw the Being Freelance podcast hit that 200 episode mark, and we did a live episode at the Underpin Christmas party. That was brilliant, especially because they did all the organising. Love them. But in amongst all of that, there was November was quite tough. I've not really been recording much this week, and that's because our cat, my little furry co-worker and start of many of these videos, is critically ill. And within 2 weeks, she'd passed away. So that was a huge distraction while it happened, but also just very sad. But with Christmas and time off, we suddenly find ourselves in January, getting back into the swing of things. Back to recording podcasts, both day and night. Wednesday night, coming into the office, I've got to record a podcast with a guest in America. I might have the place to myself. Look who's there! Through the undergrowth, the lesser spotted accountant. Nocturnal in his doings. This episode of Being Freelance is supported by Coconut. Recording an episode of Doing It for the Kids, Frankie and I. There she is! She's alive! Back to co-mentoring with Frankie. We've been doing that a year now, and I think it's made a real difference to both of us. Back to the community and giving out biscuits in the car park. Hang on, that's my shopping list. The non-employee of the week this week is... Hello.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm good. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Ingrid Fernandez! Come on! Back to trying to keep fit and being a good dad, but also trying out new things. The very first Being Freelance book club is going to be the 12-week year. Taking part in a masterclass tonight, run by an organisation who help people change careers. Well, honestly, that was really good. I enjoyed myself. I was getting nervous because you start to think, you know, it's called a masterclass and you start to doubt yourself. But actually, if somebody asks you for an expert opinion and you doubt, oh, am I an expert? I think you also have to bear in mind, who is the audience you're talking to? Because in that instance, there are a bunch of people who are thinking about going freelance. So they don't know anything about going freelance. I'm not talking to people who have been freelance for 25 years. Yeah, I think that makes a difference. Your experience is valuable, but it depends on who your audience is as to whether you're an expert or not, right? Oh, by the way, put my webcam on this chair so that if I touch the table, it wouldn't wobble like it would if it was on the laptop. I think it's good to do something every now and again that makes you nervous, that makes you think, should I be doing that? Don't you think? I think it keeps you on your toes. So the new book club, new masterclass challenge, and eventually, new cats. Just finished recording an episode of Being Freelance with Rose Crompton, one of our BFFs. Now about to record Doing It for the Kids podcast. But look, I've got furry company. This is Ollie from the rescue centre. And can you see there's another cat under the table as well? She is called Luna. It's so nice having little furry audio producers keeping me company. Ended up working from home all day today. When we were recording the episode, we were talking about how we manage our email, and I said how it was crazy that I don't have a Steve at beingfreelance.com. Like, I don't use beingfreelance.com as a domain at all. So I have spent the last, I don't know, hour and a half, far too long, frankly. It is harder than it should be because of the way I've got everything set up. Anyway, I have done it. So with the new cats, I've spent a lot of time at pets at home, which in theory you would think wouldn't exist anymore, you know, like those big out of town type shops. But one of the genius things about pets at home is that all of their staff undergo a lot of training, so actually if you've got a question they know what the hell they're talking about. Secondly, and importantly, I think they've aligned themselves with other businesses. So you go in there, there's also a vets and a grooming parlour. So obviously trade from the pet shop feeds those places, and trade from those places feeds the pet shop. That's something that we can definitely think about with our businesses. First of all, are we coming across as knowing what the hell we're talking about? Are we experts? Are we helpful? But also, how can we align ourselves with businesses that we can work together with? One really cool thing that happened this month as well was being featured in Creative Boom magazine. Well, it's like an online blog, but Creative Boom is awesome. And when I first went freelance, which is now 6 years ago, full-time freelance, there weren't that many sources of like business tips for freelancers, but Creative Boom was. And I've always hoped to see like the Being Freelance podcast listed on there, and there it was. Like, yeah, she was impressed. She'd only just heard of it. Yeah, I'm telling them about it. Well, I'm trying to tell them about it. The co-work space that I go to has been getting a lot more social. Been out for dinner, an escape room. Every Friday they have a load of beers. Today, however, what are we doing? Imagine they've not paid your invoice. Ow! Is that for me? It's Saturday. I came in here at about 1 o'clock. Now, I don't know, nearly, oh no, it is 6 o'clock. Because I've taken on a project where we really need to get writing scripts, but I'm going to be out of the office on Tuesday. So yeah, I just needed to do the research, get my head around the topics, and actually start getting some words down. But you know what? Honestly, I was just about to leave at about 5:30, and while I was washing up, that's when the best idea came to me. So I had to spend another half an hour getting it all out of my head. Step away from the computer. The best ideas come that way. When will I realise? Off into London today to have photos taken. We're going to have some done for our podcast, and then she's going to have individual ones and I'm going to have individual ones. But as for today, lots of client work to do. I'm in London for the night for a new thing called My Staff Room, and it's a panel about well-being. It took a while to get up to speed in January, but it's good to be back working, playing, making this vlog. Time for the So, thanks so much for watching.